Imagine this. It's 2:17 a.m. You just got back into bed again. You've already visited the bathroom 3 times tonight. Your body is tired. Your legs ache. But the worst part isn't the walking. It's lying there wide awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your bladder won't leave you alone. You're not alone. Every night, millions of people over 60 just like you wake up again and again because of one thing: frequent nighttime urination. It's frustrating. It's exhausting. And it slowly steals something precious from you: deep healing sleep. But what if I told you there are simple, natural nighttime tricks used by real seniors that help reduce nighttime bathroom trips dramatically? Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 73. She lives in a small town in Michigan. For years, she dreaded going to sleep. Sometimes I'd wake up 5 times, she told me. It got so bad I just left the bathroom light on all night. She tried prescription pills. Didn't help. Cut out water after 6 p.m. Made things worse. But then something changed. Margaret discovered 3 simple nighttime habits, things anyone can do at home. No drugs, no invasive treatments, just natural support for the body's own ability to rest. Now Margaret wakes up once, sometimes not at all. She sleeps 6 to 7 hours straight. Her memory's sharper. Her mood's better. Her days feel longer. So, what are these tricks? Let's walk through each one, step by step. Starting with something as simple as your feet. Before we jump into the first trick, it's important to understand why your bladder seems to turn into a misbehaving toddler at night, especially after age 60. Because here's the truth. Frequent nighttime urination isn't just an aging problem. It's a complex signal from your body that something needs attention. Let's start with something you may never have heard of: antidiuretic hormone, or ADH for short. This is your body's natural nocturnal gatekeeper. Its job: to slow down urine production while you sleep. When you were young, ADH worked like a charm. It told your kidneys, hey, it's nighttime. No need to make as much urine. That's why you could sleep for 8 hours straight without waking up. But after 60, your ADH levels start to drop. Less ADH equals more urine at night. More urine equals more bathroom trips. Simple, right? But that's only part of the picture. There's another player in this story: your bladder. As we age, our bladder muscles become weaker. The nerves that control bladder signals can misfire. The bladder becomes more sensitive even to small amounts of fluid. And if you've ever had any of these conditions, they make things worse. Benign prostatic hyperplasia (BPH), common in older men. Overactive bladder syndrome, common in older women. Type 2 diabetes, causes excess urination. High blood pressure medications, some act as diuretics. And here's something most people overlook: stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, the alert hormone. It makes your sleep lighter, your muscles tighter, and your bladder more twitchy. So if you're anxious at bedtime, your body may stay in daytime mode all night. Now, some folks try to fight this by not drinking any water at all after 6 p.m., but that can backfire. Why? Because dehydration irritates the bladder lining. Your body tries to hold on to water and ends up concentrating urine. Concentrated urine is acidic. It burns. It triggers urgency. So ironically, not drinking enough water can actually increase your urge to go at night. Surprising, isn't it? But here's the good news. Once you understand the reasons behind frequent nighttime urination, you can start to work with your body, not against it. And that's exactly what these 3 tricks are designed to do. They don't mask the problem. They gently restore balance. And the first one starts with something you haven't paid much attention to lately: your feet. Because in ancient medicine and modern science, your feet are the secret gateway to your nervous system, your kidneys, and even your sleep. Let's start with your feet. Yes, your feet. They may seem far removed from your bladder, but they hold a secret most people don't know. Warming your feet before bed can help relax your bladder and reduce nighttime urination. It sounds too simple, right? But for Margaret, the 73-year-old woman we talked about earlier, it was the first habit that changed everything. Her doctor had once told her, "You need to warm your kidneys at night." She didn't understand what that meant until she stumbled on an old remedy her grandmother used: a warm foot soak before bed. She thought, why not? I've tried everything else. So she boiled water, poured it into a basin, added 2 slices of fresh ginger and a scoop of Epsom salt, and gently soaked her feet. Within minutes, something shifted. Her body relaxed, her breath deepened, and for the first time in weeks, she felt sleepy instead of anxious. But more than that, she only woke up once that night. And the next night, not at all. So what exactly is happening here? Let's break it down. Why a warm foot soak helps your bladder. When you soak your feet in warm water, you stimulate the reflex zones on the soles of your feet that connect to the kidneys and bladder. You increase blood circulation to the lower half of your body, taking pressure off the bladder. You calm the sympathetic nervous system, which is often overactive in seniors who are stressed or sleep deprived. And you warm the core, which helps your body shift into rest and repair mode. In short, a warm foot soak tells your body it's safe, you can rest now. And that's exactly what your bladder needs to hear. How to do it. Margaret's simple routine. You don't need anything fancy. Just follow this simple 4-step ritual. 1. Heat your water. Use a kettle or pot. Ideal temperature, between 102 to 108 degrees F, 39 to 42 degrees C. It should feel hot but never painful. 2. Add natural relaxants, optional but powerful. 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt magnesium sulfate. Relaxes muscles and nerves. 2 to 3 slices of fresh ginger. Promotes circulation and reduces inflammation. A few drops of lavender essential oil. Calms the mind. 3. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes. Sit comfortably. No screens. Just breathe. 4. Dry your feet and do a gentle massage. This is important. After soaking, apply a small amount of warm oil or lotion to your lower belly, just above your pubic bone. Then gently massage in slow clockwise circles for 2-3 minutes. Why? Because this area is home to your bladder. Gentle pressure here activates local nerves and helps reduce bladder spasms before sleep. Margaret called this her evening meditation. She'd even play soft music or say a prayer while doing it. The point isn't just to treat the bladder, it's to prepare your entire body and mind for sleep. What if you can't soak your feet? No problem. You can still get benefits by using a heating pad on your feet or lower belly, wearing thick warm socks to bed, taking a warm shower or bath before sleep, or even just doing 5 minutes of gentle leg stretches to promote circulation. But if you can try the soak, even a few nights a week can make a big difference. And remember, as simple as this sounds, it's backed by both tradition and science. In fact, several clinical studies have shown that warm foot baths before sleep improve sleep quality, lower nighttime cortisol, reduce overactive bladder symptoms, and help people fall asleep faster. One Japanese study even found that seniors who soaked their feet before bed had fewer nighttime bathroom visits than those who didn't. That's powerful. But even more powerful is how this small act makes you feel cared for, relaxed, connected, grounded. And that's just trick number 1. Next, we'll look at a powerful nighttime drink. One that doesn't make you urinate more, but actually helps you urinate less. Stay with me. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you, a nighttime drink that helps you pee less. Wait, what? Isn't drinking at night the problem? That's what most people think. But the truth is more nuanced. Yes, drinking too much water right before bed can make things worse. But not drinking anything or cutting off fluids too early can also backfire. Let me explain. When you go to bed mildly dehydrated, which many seniors do, your urine becomes more concentrated. That concentrated urine can irritate the bladder lining, making you feel like you need to go, even when your bladder isn't full. Worse yet, dehydration raises your nighttime heart rate, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So what's the solution? Drink smart, not none. And that's where this anti-urge bedtime tonic comes in. It's something Margaret started using after her foot soak. She'd sip it at 8 p.m. sharp, never later. And after just a few nights, she noticed no cramping, no urgency, and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. Let me share the recipe with you. The Bedtime Bladder Calming Tonic. Ingredients: 1/2 tablespoon apple cider vinegar with the mother, 1 teaspoon raw honey, 1/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 cup warm water, about 8 Aussie, not boiling. Instructions: heat your water to a warm, soothing temperature. Stir in the apple cider vinegar, honey, and cinnamon. Sip slowly, preferably, while sitting calmly with no distractions. That's it. Simple, natural, soothing. Why? It works. Let's break down what each ingredient does. Apple cider vinegar helps balance blood sugar, which can spike at night and disrupt sleep. May reduce inflammation in the urinary tract. Stimulates mild detoxification, encouraging your kidneys to finish their job before you fall asleep. Some studies suggest ACV can help regulate ADH levels, the hormone that controls urine production. Raw honey promotes deep sleep by supporting melatonin production. Helps relax bladder muscles by providing natural glucose to the brain and nerves. Prevents blood sugar crashes that wake you up at night. Ground cinnamon supports circulation and helps regulate nighttime blood sugar. Has antimicrobial and bladder-soothing properties. Adds a gentle, comforting flavor like a warm hug for your digestive system. Together, these ingredients don't act like a sleeping pill. They act like a signal to your body. We're done for the day. It's time to rest, not flush. Timing matters. Why 8 p.m.? Drinking this tonic at 8 p.m. gives your body about 2 to 2.5 hours to absorb and process the liquid before bed. This is key. If you drink it too late, say 9:30 or 10, you might still need to get up around midnight. Too early, and it won't calm your bladder when you need it most. 8 p.m. is the sweet spot for most people, and it's also a perfect time to begin winding down. Margaret called it her sleep signal. As soon as she made her drink, her body knew. It's time to slow down. She'd turn off the bright lights, put away her phone, and sit by the window sipping slowly while watching the sky darken. It became more than a drink. It became a ritual of rest, a word of caution. This drink is gentle and natural, but not for everyone. Please talk to your doctor first if you take medications for blood sugar or blood pressure, have ulcers or acid reflux, are on blood thinners, or have any allergy to the ingredients. Safety always comes first. But for many older adults, this simple tonic can be a game changer, a way to hydrate wisely. Calm the nerves and quiet the bladder all at once. And when paired with the warm foot soak and belly massage, it becomes the perfect nighttime formula for fewer bathroom trips. But we're not done yet, because there's one more trick, and it has nothing to do with drinks or supplements. It has to do with your spine. Your spine, especially the lumbar region, may be sending false signals to your bladder without you even knowing it. Here's how it works. Your bladder is connected to your brain through a network of nerves that pass through your lower back, specifically the sacral nerves located in your lower spine. If these nerves become irritated, whether from poor posture, prolonged sitting, or even tight muscles, they can send the wrong message: empty the bladder now, even if it's not full. And this may be one of the silent causes of your nighttime urgency. The good news: you don't need special equipment, physical therapy, or an expensive chiropractor to calm this nerve traffic. You just need 5 minutes and a simple stretch called the lower back release. It's something Margaret added to her nightly routine during week 2 of her bladder reset. At first, she didn't think it would matter. "I don't have back pain," she said. But her doctor explained, "You don't need pain to have nerve pressure." So she gave it a try. And within a week, she noticed fewer bladder spasms, easier sleep onset, and deeper, more restful sleep. Let's walk through how it works. The 5-minute lower back release for seniors. You can do this on your bed, a yoga mat, or a carpeted floor, whatever feels safest and most stable. Step 1. Lie down gently. Lay flat on your back, arms at your sides. Bend both knees so your feet are flat on the surface. Breathe deeply and slowly. Step 2. Rock the knees side to side. Gently drop both knees to the left. Hold for 5-10 seconds. Bring them back to center. Drop both knees to the right. Hold for 5-10 seconds. Repeat this motion 5 times each side. This motion gently stretches the lower spine and hip area, releases tension around the sacral nerves, improves blood flow to the pelvic floor, reduces unconscious clenching of the bladder muscles. Step 3. Knee to chest hold. Bring your right knee up toward your chest. Hold it with both hands. Gently pull toward you, not forcefully. Hold for 15 seconds, then release. Switch legs. Repeat. Do this twice for each leg. This releases pressure on the lumbar discs, which can subtly compress nerves leading to your bladder. Step 4. Pelvic tilt optional. While lying on your back, press your lower back gently into the bed by tightening your abdominal muscles. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat 5 times. This strengthens your core muscles that support the bladder and lower spine. Step 5. The finishing breath. Now simply place one hand on your belly, the other on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this for 1 full minute. This final breath activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for digestion, relaxation, and yes, calming your bladder. When to do this? Right after your foot soak, right before you sip your anti-urge drink, or simply as the last thing before lights out. It's gentle, it's safe, and best of all, it teaches your body to settle. Not just your mind, not just your muscles, but your bladder too. Because remember, your bladder is not the enemy. It's simply responding to the signals it's receiving. And when you send it the message, we are safe, we are calm, we are resting, it listens. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Margaret told me that this 5-minute stretch became her favorite part of the night. It's like tucking my nerves into bed. She laughed. And when paired with her warm foot soak and her 8 p.m. anti-urge drink, her nights changed, her days changed, her life changed. Now that you've learned 3 powerful nighttime habits to ease your bladder, let's talk about something just as important: what you should avoid. Because the truth is, even the best routines can be sabotaged by a few small mistakes before bed. Mistakes that most people don't even realize they're making. Let's look at the most common ones. Mistake number 1. Drinking healthy beverages too late. You might think a warm cup of tea or a glass of juice is a harmless bedtime treat. But did you know that many healthy drinks act as natural diuretics? That means they encourage your kidneys to produce more urine. Here are some common culprits: green tea or chamomile tea. Soothing, yes, but still mildly diuretic. Coconut water, rich in electrolytes, but prompts urination. Watermelon juice, orange juice, pineapple juice. All high in water content and natural sugar. Even if they're good for your body during the day, they're not great right before bed. If you want a warm drink after 8 p.m., choose something like warm almond milk with cinnamon, a small cup of Margaret's anti-urge tonic, or simply warm water with a few drops of lemon if your bladder can tolerate citrus. Mistake number 2. Holding urine before bed. Some people make the mistake of waiting too long to urinate before going to sleep. I don't feel the urge yet, they say. But that can lead to 2 problems. Your bladder may wake you just 1 to 2 hours after falling asleep. You may strain your bladder muscles, leading to oversensitivity. Instead, try this. Even if you don't feel the urge, go anyway. Empty your bladder completely right before turning off the lights. Then give your lower belly a few gentle presses while sitting on the toilet to make sure you're fully empty. This helps reduce that sudden wake-up just as you're drifting into deep sleep. Mistake number 3. Cold feet or cold room. You might not realize it, but sleeping with cold feet can actually stimulate the bladder. Why? Because your body works hard to keep your internal organs warm. If your feet are cold, blood gets redirected from your kidneys and bladder to protect your core. This can cause a chain reaction that triggers the urge to urinate. So do this instead. Wear warm socks to bed. Use a hot water bottle under your feet. Keep your bedroom comfortable, not too cold. Mistake number 4. Emotional stimulation before sleep. Watching the news. Arguing with someone. Reading upsetting emails. Scrolling social media endlessly. All of these activate your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system. This makes it harder for your body to relax, your heart rate to slow, and your bladder to rest. Instead, try a nightly wind-down ritual. Dim the lights after 8 p.m. Play soft instrumental music, read something gentle and uplifting, or write in a gratitude journal. Yes, it helps more than you think. This tells your whole system the day is done. It's safe to sleep, and your bladder listens. Bonus: don't skip the little things. Sometimes it's the small adjustments that make the biggest difference. Elevate your legs for 30 minutes in the evening to reduce fluid retention. Eat dinner at least 3 hours before bed to avoid digestive pressure on your bladder. Use the bathroom twice in 30 minutes before sleeping to ensure complete emptying. Remember, nighttime urination is not just about your bladder. It's about your whole system. And with just a few mindful changes, you can support that system in doing what it was always meant to do. Rest, heal, restore. Let me tell you something that no one told Margaret at first. You deserve deep, peaceful sleep. Not just a few scattered hours here and there. Not just drowsy naps during the day to make up for a restless night. but real healing, uninterrupted rest. Because sleep is not a luxury. It's not selfish. It's not something you lose forever just because you've passed a certain birthday. Sleep is your body's natural repair mode. And the better your sleep, the better your blood pressure, your immune system, your memory, your balance, even your mood. That's why these nighttime tricks matter so much. Not because they're trendy, not because they're quick fixes, but because they gently restore the rhythms your body was always meant to follow. And here's what I hope you remember. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. All it takes is consistency with small steps. A warm foot soak to relax your nerves and quiet your body. A gentle tonic that tells your bladder, "We're done for today." A 5-minute lower back stretch to untangle the tension of years. And a few small changes before bed to avoid triggering that 2 a.m. wake-up call. Margaret didn't do it all at once. She tried one thing at a time, and she gave it 7 days. Now, she sleeps 6 to 7 hours straight most nights. She no longer feels foggy in the morning. She doesn't dread bedtime, and she finally feels like her body is working with her, not against her. She told me recently, "I used to think waking up all night was just part of getting old. But now I know it's not about age. It's about how you treat your body. You have more power than you think, more control than you've been told, and more nights of restful healing sleep still ahead of you. So tonight, don't go to bed with frustration. Go to bed with hope. Try just one of these tricks. Make it your ritual. And trust that your body wants to heal. It just needs a little help. You're not broken. You're not past repair. You're not too old to feel better. You're just one night away from a better morning. Sleep well. You've earned it.